Hi, I'm Victoria Hartenberg, and this is speech number 3, and I'm doing it on a historical event, 9/11. This is my audience, my mom and 2 sisters. On September 11th, 2001, fear entered every American heart as the United States lay under attack. Terrorists overtook commercial airplanes by force and crashed them into the Pentagon and New York City's Twin Towers. As the towers came down, brave men and women entered the buildings and hoped to save as many lives as they could. Thousands of men and women died that day as America's safety and security was put to the test. The attacks on 9/11 created tighter security, increase in military recruits, and continuous war for America. I'm sure most of you have gone through the security checkpoint at an airport before getting on a plane. At the checkpoint, you're made to take off your shoes, throw away your water, take out your computer, walk through a body scanner, and many other tedious rules to follow. These can be annoying when most people are not planning to hurt anyone, but are simply in need of a quick ride home. As mentioned, the attacks on 9/11 were caused by evil men who hijacked commercial airplanes in order to cause harm to the American people. In hopes to prevent this from ever happening again, restrictions were created and security became tighter. Before 9/11, airport security was extremely lax. According to Matthew Wald of New York Times, security checkpoints where passengers would arrive were run by contractors who were hired by the airlines. These people were extremely underpaid and poorly trained. Since the attacks, these contractors were replaced with the National Guard and police until they were later replaced by TSA. After watching the Twin Towers come down in New York, Americans all across the nation were in fear of what may happen next. Some of these people decided not to stand by, but instead to take action and join the military or re-enlist. According to the New York Times article, they signed up to fight. The number of new recruits did rise, however, nothing compared to the number of new recruits under the attack of Pearl Harbor. Looking at those who did enlist, the military noticed that the new recruits scored higher on their qualification tests, had high school diplomas, and came from higher income areas. From this awful attack on U.S. soil, America did not wait long to make a counterattack. Former President George W. Bush said, "The attack took place on American soil, but it was an attack on the heart and soul of the civilized world. And the world has come together to fight a new and different war, the first, and we hope the only one, of the 21st century. A war against all those who seek to export terror and a war against those governments that support or shelter them." This was the beginning of War on Terror, which set off to destroy terror groups, specifically one terror group called Al-Qaeda, who took responsibility for 9/11. Those who were killed in the attack on 9/11 will always be in the hearts of every American. The day fear entered the U.S. was a day that everything changed. Tighter security, increase in military, and a war on terror were developed. Let us not forget how America's safety was put to the test and changed to become even stronger.